Hi, my name is Paul. Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I want to talk about the endemic of emotional denial. I'm quite passionate about this subject because working with chronic pain, working with my own chronic symptoms, rundown chronic back pain, 25 plus years, muscle spasms, sometimes extreme fatigue, general nervous system agitation, sleep problems, attention problems. These are the things that have affected me. The reason I share that is because the way I see it, the denial of my emotions, the repression and the suppression, i.e. repression being my subconscious avoidance of emotions, suppression being knowing there's something there and choosing not to go there, is the reason why my pain has persisted. It's the reason why when I start to feel agitated, when I start to feel restless in my body, when my pain starts to flare up a bit, the one thing that helps me deal with that is to go into a quiet room and let the emotions come through me. And often it's tears. Often it's almost unexplainable tears. It's not like something has upset me during the day. There's no logical reason for me to be crying. But there is a reason. And the reason is these tears have been, for lack of a better word, stuck inside my body, trapped there by nervous system and brain processes that were out of my control. And now later in life, because all of these things happened when I was younger, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, unable to express my emotions, our brain and our nervous system essentially consider it too difficult to feel and express these emotions. So in later life, we have all these names and pathologies made up in the medical world to explain what I consider to be the lack of ability to safely express our emotions. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not a doctor, not a trained doctor, not a trained therapist. I'm a coach, and I'm a 25 plus year chronic pain sufferer. So I'm living it and I'm doing the work. And I'm noticing things in myself that, the medical system has got names for: chronic back pain, ADHD, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, all of these things where I'm thinking, holy shit, my body's been kind of fucked up for a lot of years. And it seems that the elements in which are connected to these so-called syndromes and disorders, i.e. just being a fucking human being, seem to me to be related to the the integral part of our human experience, and that's to feel our emotions. That's to truly feel our emotions and to truly accept that it does feel super, super uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. I don't want to journal all the time. I don't want to cry all the time. I don't want to feel shit all the time. So it's completely understandable why we deny these things, because it doesn't feel very good. The problem I have, and the thing that kind of annoys me so much in the medical world, let's say, in the space of chronic pain, chronic fatigue, ADHD, these sorts of syndromes, is that it doesn't seem to be, we don't go to the point. We dance around the edge of trauma, because you say the word trauma and everyone thinks of the worst abuse possible. Yeah, you could have been through some really terrible things, but you could have also just been told to shut up once when you were crying, or multiple times. Being told to shut up, or your parent getting angry with you as a kid, it's nothing new. Everyone has been through that. But these sorts of cumulative experiences stop us from then crying the next time. So if someone says, oh, don't cry, don't be stupid, what are you crying for? And then they do it again, then they do it again. what do you think is going to happen? Your brain and your nervous system as a kid is going to go, hey, it's not safe for me to be crying like this because my dad or my mum or my caregiver, my foster parents, whatever your caregiver is going to get angry. So to protect ourselves, our brain and our nervous system reduce our outbursts of crying. Now that's not your fault and it's not my fault, but it's a reality. And the longer we deny that reality inside ourselves, the more and more pathologies, the more and more chronic syndromes are going to be made up to basically cover up the very basic human being fact that emotional safety and development in our children is one of the most important things that we could do for ourselves and our children. If you have children, I don't have children, but there are people out there that might be watching this that do, or know other people that do. So emotional safety, education, and adults and parents and other human beings that are in the same space as I am. Be aware of how much we deny our emotions. I do it all the fucking time. How's everything going? Yeah, I'm fine. You know, I might have cried in the morning. Does that mean, am I being honest? You know, how honest are you with yourself regarding your emotions? And when you are suffering from chronic back pain or other chronic conditions, take a breath. Try and be brave. Understand that it's completely natural to be afraid, because fear, our system is afraid. Our brain and our nervous system is saying, hey, whatever this feeling is, it's too dangerous for me to express it. So you know what? Suddenly my back's hurting. Oh shit, I've got back pain. Oh, how's your back doing? Then you spend the next 10 years in physio without any results. Why? Because we just deal with the physical. As if we can separate our emotional world, our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul, our heart from a niggle in our back. You know, we're so far behind in understanding these things, and it feels like at times there's an inability to just be really brutally honest with ourselves and go, hey, do you know what we've got? Do you know what that human being problem is? We're shit at dealing with our emotions, and we deny them all the time. And it's okay to a certain extent, because of course we've got to forgive ourselves. It's not our fault. It's not your fault. It's something natural and inherent within us. But we don't respect it enough. So if there's one thing to take away, learn to respect your emotions. Be really honest with yourself. When you feel agitated, when I feel agitated, that my tension is all over the place, that I'm feeling niggles in my back, I'm getting frustrated maybe with my partner over silly little things, or I wake up in the morning and I'm super grumpy. All of these things where, for instance, in the past I might have gone, oh, I'm just a grumpy person in the morning. We excuse ourselves. Stop making excuses for yourself and connect to your emotions truly. You know, go in a room, lie down on a yoga mat, feel your heart, breathe, and ask yourself, how do I feel? And breathe a bit more. And if it feels uncomfortable, there could be something there. Take a pen and paper with you as well. Again, how do I feel right now? What's the honest answer? And allow yourself to be honest with yourself and express and feel the emotions that are lying underneath, because it'll likely save your life. It'll likely save your existence, and it has done for me. I am a supporter of emotional expression, but I'm not a denier of how difficult it can be. So we all make excuses not to do it. We don't have time, etc., etc. Learn to make space for your emotional expression. Learn to be there for yourself. Look at going to a therapist if you struggle with this stuff. Check in with yourself, check in with your anxieties. You can ask yourself questions like, what am I afraid of? What do I really fear right now? Am I sad? How am I really feeling? Is there anything underneath? You know, find a way to express yourself to yourself. I have some other videos in relation to this stuff. There's a lot of resources out there as well that can help with emotional expression, journaling, breathing, and even talking to yourself has also been found to be very useful. And just naming naming fears, naming what you're sad about. It could be something random. It'll be the unexpected. It'll be unexpected. You might not even know why you're sad, and it can be tough because we often want to assign a meaning. Why do we feel sad? Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, there's no reason for me to feel sad. You know, these sorts of things. You don't need a reason. You're just sad. And if you can connect to that, could be sadness, could be real frustration or anger. These two are linked to chronic pain quite heavily. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Good luck. Emotional denial is completely natural. Learn to let it be there. Learn to breathe through the discomfort. You know, maybe you hyperventilate sometimes because it's so intense. You know, I do. My body gets a bit crazy sometimes, but I'm getting better. Then that's the main thing. So good luck again. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.